Hey guys, Chris here from Patchivers. It's almost Christmas and I've wanted to use that as an opportunity to talk about the subject of responsibility. I've wanted to make a video on this subject a few months ago already, because I work in a 5-star hotel in the breakfast section, which implies me waking up really early, sometimes at 4 o'clock in the morning or at 5 o'clock in the morning. I was late a few times, so one morning I woke up around 4 and I had to make sure I was going to be on time. So I was walking towards my hotel, and not so far away from me I saw this guy, wasted by alcohol, lying on the ground, holding his phone in his hand, completely unconscious. And I was thinking, do I have to go to the hotel and rush there, or do I have to help this guy? I started hesitating a bit, and I decided that it was better to go help the guy. So I made sure the guy stood up, I made sure the guy started waking up, and I gave him his phone, and I made sure that the guy was not losing his phone, because I had to take responsibility for him. When I went to the hotel, I spoke to one of my colleagues, and I told him, there was this guy lying on the ground. I told him the whole story, and I said that I hesitated to do it because I really wanted to be on time. And he said, but it's not your fault if the guy was wasted. I said, no, that's not my fault, but that's my responsibility. I think that people in our society have to make the difference between fault and responsibility. It doesn't have to be my fault for me to do something about it. The guy was in danger, but the guy was not the only person in danger. The cyclists were also in danger because his legs were on the cycling lane. And I think that's one thing in our society that we have to do more, is take responsibility. It doesn't have to be my fault. For example, a few years ago, somebody told me that he did not really care if somebody decided to become a drug addict, if the guy was staying in his apartment, not hurting anyone. And I disagree, because I think that if you can help somebody, you have to help him. But the thing is, it's impossible to be a drug addict without hurting the society to a greater or lesser degree. For example, somebody who is a drug addict will hurt the people around him. The people who is a drug addict will become dangerous. And even if the person doesn't become dangerous, then how does he live? You know, if he has to work, he's going to be a danger in his work. If he doesn't work, then who is going to pay for the guy who is not working because he's a drug addict? You know, at some point the people who work will have to pay for this guy so that he can survive and so that he will be able to keep taking drugs. You know, there are many things in our society that we can do, and we don't have to think twice whether we have something to do with it or not. So I just wanted to talk about that today. I think it's important to take responsibility, and I think that our society is losing that a little bit. I wanted to use the opportunity of Christmas to remind it to you. Enjoy Christmas and take responsibility. I'm going to do the same.